Today we're going to talk about an increase called make one left and make one right. The one make one right, your stitch will lean to the right. Your make one left, your stitch will lean to the left. And it's the same basic principle, the only difference is how you pick up the thread running between your two stitches. If you see my stitch on my working needle, and here's my stitch on my holding needle, and there's this thread right here that runs between the two. It actually is connected into this thread on the left needle. If I want to make one right so that my stitch leans to the right, I want to take the tip of my left needle and from the back of the work go under that thread and pick it up. So I have made a loop over my left needle. I then take my working needle and I pull it under the front of this loop as if to knit. It takes a little, it's a little tight, but just work it in there. Wrap your yarn and knit that loop. And like I said, it's tight, so you have to be patient. Sometimes you have to work at it to get it in there. Let me show it to you again. And sometimes it's hard to identify this strand. So sometimes I'll take my needle and I'll pull, and you can see that my left stitch gets bigger and smaller. So I'm making one right. I go from behind and pick up that strand. I take my right needle and I knit into the front part of that loop that I made. That's make one right. So now to make one left, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to pick up the strand from the front to the back, and you're going to knit into the back of that strand with your tip. And again, it can get tricky because it's a tight strand, and some people will then just take your right needle and put it under the front of the strand and bring it over the top of your left needle so that it's in the back, so you're knitting through the back of that loop. Let me do that for you again. So I'll knit two, and then we'll make one left again. Pick up that strand from the front to the back, and again knit into the back of the loop and pull it out. And you're going to maybe say, well, how do I remember how I pick up that loop? Do I bring it from the back to the front or the front to the back? The easy way I remember it is when I make one left. When I have left my home, I have gone away from my home. So when I want to make one left, I have to make sure the tip goes away from my body, from front to back, so that I can knit into that loop then in the back. And that is make one left, make one right.